Good morning and welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King. I'll be focusing on the NBA Summer League this summer. For those of you that are not familiar with PrizePicks, that will be the site that I'll be referencing. Every day I'll be giving you my top 5 prop picks. Each pick will have 2 players that are paired because in PrizePicks, you have to pair at least 2 players to win. You are welcome to mix and match these picks. Take what you want and leave what you don't. Why am I doing Summer League? Well, last summer I was extremely successful due to following trends, my research, and lack of information from the books, which made the lines not as sharp. This summer I'm taking my knowledge and parlaying it into helping other people make their picks. With all that being said, here are my picks for today. Let's have a bull market and make money together. My first 2 picks that I'll be pairing will be Jaden Springer and Blake Wesley. Jaden Springer is a second-year player, which we love in the Summer League. He averaged 27 points in the G League in just 4 games, but he struggled in his first Summer League game. Springer had 11 points in the first half, then proceeded not to score another point. The usage rate was there, so was the talent, and so was the minutes. I'm going to go over 14.5 points for Jaden Springer. I'm pairing him with Blake Wesley from the Spurs. Blake is in his second year with the Spurs, and I'm hoping he does not DNP because if he plays, this should be an easy cash. Last game, he only had 8 points, but he did have 2 players on his team that scored 24 and 30 points. He played 26 minutes. I'm expecting a closer game, and he will have to score more for his team to win. So with all that said, I'm betting Blake Wesley over 13.5 points. My next 2 picks will be Brandon Miller and Jaime Jaquez. Brandon Miller ended with 18 points, which put him over his number, but most of that came in the fourth quarter. He scored 11 points in the fourth quarter, including a last-second layup against the Spurs' second string to put him over. Similar to Jaquez, this number is too high for Brandon Miller. A clear overreaction by the books. I'm going under 18 points. And as I just said with Brandon Miller, an overreaction, Jaquez had a great first game. I feel like his point total has been inflated, and I think if you want to wait a little longer, it may get even higher. Teams will adjust to how he played this summer league and make it a little more difficult for him. I don't see him dominating the game like he did last game. The Kings have a better team, and they can put an NBA level defender on him, like Keegan Murray. I'm easily taking his under 17.5 points. My 2 next picks will be David Roddy and Lester Quinones. David Roddy, I'm fading for multiple reasons. Watching him play last game, he did not look extremely aggressive to score. He's also playing with a lot of players who play the same position, which cuts into his usage rate. The books have him rising. The books haven't had him rise all day, which lets me know that sharp money is not coming in on his over. So I'm gladly taking the under 16.5 on David Roddy. I'm pairing him with Lester Quinones, who had an awesome first game, but I don't see him duplicating the effort on offense. He will probably take the challenge of guarding one of Charlotte's best players, either Nick Smith Jr., Bouknight, or Miller. I think that'll affect him on the offensive end. I don't see him hitting as many threes. I see him struggling next game. And with all that being said, I'm going under 16.5 for Lester Quinones. My next two picks will be Jalen Hood-Schifino of the Lakers and Terquavion Smith of the 76ers. Jalen Hood-Schifino, he shot 6 for 19 last game. That's a lot of usage, a lot of shots, but not a great percentage. He didn't pass the eye test for me. He didn't look as imposing as he did in college. If Scottie Pippen Jr. plays, that'll take away even more of his minutes. But even if he does not play, I feel that this is too many points for a guy who struggled to make shots. The Spurs defense looked great, and I don't see them changing. I'm going to go with under 15.5 points for Jalen Hood-Schifino. Now going to Terquavion Smith. This is a value play. I always knew he was an aggressive scorer, but with the total creeping up to 14.5, that goes against what our optimizer is telling us. So with that being said, I'm going under 14.5 for Terquavion Smith. And my last pick for today, I have Max Christie and James Bouknight. Max Christie, man, he's had a great summer league so far with his first game. I was expecting a great summer campaign for him. His NBA numbers aren't great, but last year, and this is why I think he's undervalued in the summer league. He struggled last summer, but as most rookies do, but he showed out in his first summer league game. Not only Max, but the organization is looking for a huge improvement in him this summer league, and I feel they're really invested in his success. Christie looks stronger and should cash 14.5 points with ease. Next, I have James Bouknight. James Bouknight scored with ease in his first summer league game against the Spurs. James is going into his third year of summer league as the most experienced of any of the summer combined, and he has a lot of talent. If given his usage rate, I don't see a situation where he gets held under 13 points. For that reason, I am picking James Bouknight over 12.5 points. Now, a quick recap. I have Springer over 14.5 points, Wesley over 13.5 points, Miller under 18 points, Jaime Jaquez under 17.5 points. I have Roddy under 16.5 points, Quinones under 16.5 points, Jalen Hood-Schifino under 15.5 points, Smith under 14.5 points, Christie over 14.5 points, and Bouknight over 12.5 points. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Please like the video. I feel like we're doing great things here. Let's go ahead and cash. Everybody have a great day. Let's all make some money.